All right. So 01 of 1 here. How's it going? I was having some issues with my mic. Microsoft forced an update like they usually do instead of like waiting for me to actually. I don't know. Microsoft is a whole different thing. Anyways, my mic was not working, so I had to go through and reset it up. But it appears that it is on and it is working now. And also, as you notice, this is not Space Engineers. I am still working on Space Engineers. I'm still working on the space station. I don't know yet how I want to build I guess it's going to be like the saucer section, like the upper section that the elevator leads to. So I'm just kind of, I don't know, brain dumping, I guess. And in this game here, Stationeers, this, in my opinion, is a very difficult game. I have yet to actually survive. I usually get stuck somehow, somewhere. So I've been trying it. Oh, come on. Hold on, let me go back. Load world. Delete. So, yeah, this one I basically destroyed myself. Why is this not deleting? Thank you. And that one I also destroyed myself. So, and by destroyed myself, I mean I ended up in a place to where I would respawn and then die and then respawn and then die and then, yeah, it was not great. So, we are attempting to do this on normal. The very first game that I tried was on easy, and each time you get like a new suit and everything if you die. So I ended up with like 8 different large batteries, which I think is way cheating. So we're gonna, and you can see this actually starts up pretty quickly. Okay, so there's a lot going on with this game. One, I suppose the very first thing is nothing really works as you would expect a normal game to work. So we've got a whole bunch of different stuff here. So some of the stuff like you're not going to use, like this stuff in here, I'm not going to use that. This is like your food and stuff, and then the only thing that you'll really use out of this immediately is going to be this locker. So we've got that, I'm just going to leave it open. These are your seeds. I am nowhere near close to being able to use those. And then this is where we have some of our pre-made kits. So this is what you can use to make your first airlock. I have discovered that making a, I guess, habitat, that is completely, what is the word? Self-contained, ventilated, and all of this stuff is a really, really, really easy way to die. So we're going to do this a little differently in this playthrough, and hopefully I can figure out how to do this. So, and I got to go quickly because, I'm using up my air and I'm using up my water and I'm filling up my waste tank, and you got to worry about all of this stuff, and it's a pain. So you hit 1, that's your helmet. We have the option to lock or unlock the helmet and then to open it. Now, you can open your helmet for a very short amount of time on the moon without dying right away. You do have to do whatever you have to do very, very quickly and then close it back up again so that way you can get the oxygen and all that other good stuff again. So, I will likely not be using that. So if we go into 3, this is our suit. This is going to be our battery cell that we are currently using, and that will need to be repaired or recharged very, very quickly. Do not mess with these. That's a good way to get yourself killed. Learned that the hard way. And I'm not even going to mess with these either. I suppose if I drop the temperature down, it might actually help me survive a little bit longer. So what if I put it at like 18? I mean, 18C is pretty nice. So we'll keep it there. But you can see my oxygen is counting down. This is slowly counting up. Once that's full, I can no longer, get rid of my waste products. So that needs to be fixed. Then we have these filters right here. So on the moon, this is easy. So you don't have to worry about like other weird things in the atmosphere. So this is really all you need. And then if we go into 4, this is kind of like your extra storage space for stuff. So we're going to take our tape and put it in there. We have this to recharge batteries, but it is not very efficient. And then each of these little tracker things go into this handheld tablet to do different things. This is what you use for your jetpack. This is to heal you in case you take damage. This is for some additional light if you need it. And this belt here can be switched with this belt here. So right now I have the tool belt, which has all of our tools, and 50 wire or coil, cable, whatever you want to call it. And then if you switch this out to there, you get the mining belt, which has the mining drill and the pickaxe. So that took me a while to figure that one out. So yeah. All right. So the very first thing that I need to do is scope out some coal. So I see some over there. We're going to need that for power. I see that looks like copper over there. That looks like nitrice maybe. So we don't need regular ice yet. Wow, what was wrong with my throat there? That looks like some iron over there. That looks like some more coal. And then if we look over here on this side, we have, that looks like oxite maybe. That looks like regular ice, so that's kind of cool. Some more coal over there. So what I need to do immediately is set up a platform. So we're going to take these iron frames and we're going to set up just a bunch of them. Okay. So if you hold down Alt, that is what frees your mouse and it lets you kind of move around. And then you can move this over here, move it over there. You can also switch between those by hitting the E button. And so this is your left hand and your right hand, and everything that you need to do needs to be done with a hand. So if you want to use a tool, you have to put the tool in that hand that you want to use it, and whatever else is in that hand, you have to move somewhere else. It's a pain. But it is what it is. We are going to go into here, and now in order to use this, we have to right click, which then activates it. All right, now we are always going to be locked to a grid, so I want to find a good place to put this, like here. I think this will be good. So then you click and hold, left click and hold, and it lets you put this stuff down. So I'm just going to put a bunch of this down, and I think then we went a little too far this way, so we'll go this way a bit. All right, now these are not full frames. We can fall down the middle of them, so they will need to be updated. Also, you do not have directional thrust when jumping, so keep that in mind. So if you want to jump in a direction, you have to actually move first and then jump, because you cannot change direction while in the air. So true to physics, it's just how things are. All right, so we've got a bunch of this stuff now placed. We have to go back to here. I don't need that yet. So we're going to go back into here. Now, you can either hit the left button and it will move it there, or you can actually hold down the Alt button and click and drag things around. So you want to move this over to there without actually putting it in your hand. You can do that by holding down that. So next thing that we're going to need is some iron sheets. And then we're also going to need our welding torch. So we've got that. Now, your welding torch will not just immediately work, right? So if you right click, it'll turn on, right click again to turn it off. But if it is turned on, it will remain on even if you stop using it. So you absolutely have to turn it off, otherwise it will burn through your battery. So because we have the steel plates or the iron plates in our right hand and the torch in our left hand, if we turn this on and then hit the yellow button and then let it construct twice, we can then attach the iron sheets to the frames, and now we have a floor that we can actually work with. Okay, so now I turned it off, and we're going to store it back, and then you can see we didn't actually use, oh, I suppose we did use quite a lot of our plates. All right, so we're going to put those back, and so now I'm going to take this iron wall, and I'm going to use this because I want to mount some stuff onto the wall. And keep in mind, this is the moon, not a lot of gravity here. Okay, so now, moving things around, you use the insert, delete, home, and page up, page down buttons, like you would in Space Engineers. So we have that. The next thing that we have to do is put on an iron sheet. So we'll put those back away, grab the iron sheets again, and then we're also going to grab the glass. So we'll put that into our left hand. All right. Okay, so now we right click to activate, At least I think that's, okay, maybe it doesn't work that way. I don't know. Whatever. So we're going to attach that. Now you can see that it has like a border type thing. And now we're going to take our glass and we're going to put that on there. Okay, so now we have a window, we have a wall, and we can actually put stuff on here. So that is good. Now, the very first thing that we need to put on here is a battery charger. So there's our auto lathe, furnace, generator, power controller. Okay, so this is what we need. I need to get over here. And then I think the sun's kind of going in that direction. All right. So we are going to put this on here. Why does this? Okay. It gets a little finicky. Like this is actually trying to place it in midair, which obviously it can't do. But if you get it close enough, you can actually put it on there. All right. So we're going to put this over here. Actually, you know what? We're going to put this down here at the bottom. All right. Now, in order to open this up, we need to take this crowbar, put it into our left hand, and then right-click or left-click on it, and then it opens up. Okay, so now we get this little switch right here, which we can now turn on, and we can say, hey, it's doing something. But it doesn't have power because it doesn't have a battery. So the other power controller I don't need yet, so now I need to find that battery. So this is a small battery, small battery. Where is the large battery? Also, we have an extra wrench for some reason. It is not in there. Okay. It is not in there. Fairly certain it's not in here. No. Is it in here? It is. Okay, so there's our large battery. Okay, so now we're going to take this guy and we're going to stick it into the slot right there. Okay, so now this thing has power. But that power is not going to regenerate itself. And if we take a look at my own power, we're at 75%, so I need to work on something to get this thing recharged very, very quickly. So the next thing that we need to do is grab our solar panels, which should be in here somewhere. And it's like a basic solar panel kit, if I can find them. Okay, power controller. There we go, solar panel basic. Gives us one of these. Now I'm going to put this down on the floor. There are multiple options here, right? So we have this one that we can put on the floor. However, if we hit the T button, no, not that one, mouse wheel up down, you can see that we can change this, right? Now I believe that these are fixed position. So this will catch the light midday best. When it comes to morning and evening, not so great. When you do this one, it'll catch morning really, really good or evening really, really good, but midday and, you know, whatever opposite thing, not so great. So we're going to go with this. Now, you'll see that we have different connections over here, right? So you see a little plus sign over there. So that is our power/data connection. So we're going to put that here. All right. Now you can see that this is not a full solar panel yet. That is because we need to complete it with these guys here, glass sheets. Now, once we put these on here, now we have a solar panel. Okay, but this still isn't solving our issue because we still need to, actually no, that does not need to go there, that needs to go there. Okay, this is not connected to our power, so we need to do that. Now, we have in and out over here. So if you take a look over here, that is our power out. And then this over here is data/power in. So it's important to know which way that these things are, because this has to be in between your generation and your power consumption. So this has to plug into this, and then this has to plug into the other stuff. It does not work the other way around. At least not that I'm aware of, or maybe it'll only power things while it's directly connected to it. So like if we're on the solar panel and I connect that up to the arc furnace or something, like the arc furnace will only work while the solar panel is actively gaining charge. So kind of how it works. Okay, so now I need to grab our cable coil, and then what we're going to do is we're going to right click, and then that'll give us some options. So we have this curve here, which I would like to use. All right, so now this is going to the right and then going down, and then I'm going to connect from here, And then this is going to go down and then over to here to our generation. And then I'm going to go over to the straight pieces. Now we'll go over here, and then I'm going to go into this tri-way junction, and we're going to plug that in. Okay, so now with this solar panel is now feeding into our power controller. So whenever this thing gets power, it will be sending the stuff over to here. Now, next thing that I want to do is I want to get our battery charger in there. So active vent, nope. Consoles, nope. Get door, nope. Data disk, nope. Sensors, nope. Airlock, nope. Battery charger small. Okay, now you notice that it put my cable over there. I don't want to do that. So I'm going to open up my empty hand to put this into the empty hand. I know, it's dumb, but this is just how it works. Okay, so we're going to have our cable coming here, and then we're going to have it run down this way to feed all of our stuff. So what I want to do is I will take this thing and then move it up to here. Now this is where we can plug in our additional batteries whenever we get to them. Okay, so now we need to connect this to our wall, or to our power controller, whatever thing. Okay, so that will go there. Now I'm going to put in a 4-way here because I don't actually know what this is going to feed. And I'll go into a 3-way here. Once again, I don't know what this is going to feed, so it's just here. Figuring out this is just kind of a pain. Okay, so there we go with that. All right, now I'm going to go with the corner, and I'm going to bring that down over here, and then I will bring it probably around to the front, because most of our connections have connections in the front. So now we will take this thing, and now we can start actually installing some of our other stuff. So right now, blue means that it's at 100%. So that is good to go. Also, this thing will not charge batteries unless this is connected. And if you are not generating, it will pull power out of this battery into here to charge whatever batteries are in here. So be very, very careful about how you use this. Now, the other thing that I want to do immediately is to set this thing out. So how you do this, now we have it selected, but you can see that right-clicking doesn't do anything, right? So what we have to do is drop it down. So we hit the Q button, and it drops it down, which then auto-deploys it, and we can use this to charge batteries in an emergency. Now, you do not need your battery in your suit 100% of the time. So watch, I'm going to take it out. I lose my light. I'm getting some warnings. It will not circulate oxygen, so you will eventually run out. You can see that my temperature is also dropping. So you can survive without that for a short period of time. Now, the next thing that I'm going to do is, well, first I'm going to put this over here because I got to grab 2 things. So I'm going to grab both of the batteries that we have. So battery 1, battery 2. Now these are small batteries, right? I think they have maybe a 1/5, maybe even a 1/10 of the power that a large battery has. So we're going to plug those in there so that way I know where they are, and if I need them in a pinch, I can quickly grab them and plug it into here. Now these will not last me very long, but they will save me in a pinch, and they have before, so that's why I keep them there. All right, so the very first tool that we want to set up is our arc furnace. Arc furnace, okay. Now, what this will allow us to do is to take the ores that we find and smelt them into bars. So we're going to take this guy, and this is what it looks like. And then we have our input. You can see input and output, right? Now we're going to take this guy and put it here. I think that'll be good. Actually, you know what? No. I'm going to remove that. So I think we have to use the power drill. Yes. Okay, so that gives it back to us as a kit. And then I want to place it a bit further back. Yeah, about right there. Because I want to be able to get... Actually, I might even put it like right there. Because I need to be able to get to the battery right there. Or maybe I just move the whole thing over and move it forward. I don't know. We'll put it here. That'll work. Okay. So that is our arc furnace. Now, a tip that I learned after doing some research is if you include the wire cutters in one hand as you are trying to place the cable, it allows you to replace the cable in place, right? So if I wanted to do something like this, I could, and then we have to connect in over there. Wait, no, that's, why is that weird? Okay, so this is our power button, and then this is to actually make it do stuff. So we want to make sure this stays off. This is our output. Is this how we want this? It's fine. It's fine. I need to hurry. Okay, so we are going to flip this around so it goes that way. And then I need to take the curve, put it there, and then we'll go here. Now, this is our power in, and this is our data in. So you can see that you do the mouse over and it tells you like what is what. So we most definitely need power. We don't necessarily need the data here until we start trying to control it with other stuff. So now that we have that, we need to start looking for ores. Also, what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch out my large battery cell here for this one. Now, if I am still out here mining stuff, when the sun comes up, the sun will then recharge that battery. So that is good to go. Right, so now what I need to do is I'm going to put both of these tools back, and also cable is the only material that you can put in the tool bag, as far as I'm aware. So we're going to switch over to our mining, and we're going to get our little drill. Now once again, right click to turn on, right click to turn off, and then I think it's got like a low power mode, which is like it's just always on, and then it's got high power mode, which is when you hit the, looks like the sun's coming up, good, when you hit the left click button. Okay, so we've got our stuff over here. We've got copper here. I don't need copper yet. So I'm pretty sure that's copper. Yeah, so that is copper. What is this? This is iron. Okay, so we're gonna turn this on. And it looks like the low power mode does not actually do anything except waste power. So we will turn that off. Now, when you're going through here, if it finds copper or finds iron, it will kind of like tell you, and that kind of gives you like an idea of where you have to dig. So like this will tell me that it's nickel. I definitely do not need nickel right now, but I do need this iron. So we're gonna turn this back on. And now if we, yeah, that's another bad thing about the moon. All right, now, thought I saw something in here. Okay, so I know that we have some more iron over here. Now, you wanna be careful about doing this because it will use up your battery and it will eat up your battery, and that's not a good thing. Now, the other thing that I should probably do, there's some more iron right there, some more iron. There we go, some more iron. I think I got it. Some more iron, even more iron, even more iron, more iron. We like iron. All right. Now, you want to be careful that you don't dig yourself into a hole, so make sure that you leave yourself a way out. Got some more iron over there. Good to go, and we can get back out. All right, and then once again, if you're not using a tool, turn it off. That will save your battery. All right, so now that we have that, we have 62 iron ore, so we're gonna head back. Okay, so this should be getting some power. So we're at 37 watts. So right now that should be helping to recharge our battery. Now, as soon as we, oh yeah, that thing isn't locked down, so if you run over it, you will kick it. So just keep that in mind. 70 watts, it's slowly going up. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna click and drag this into here. And then we're gonna turn this on and we're gonna turn it on here. Now that is gonna pull power out of this, right? It is also pulling power out of this. However, this thing eats up a lot of power, so this thing will not recharge faster than this thing drains. So you have to be very conservative about when and how you use stuff. And then you can stop this halfway through, turn it off, and you can see that we have used up 31 of the iron ore and it has spit out the iron ingots on the other side. Okay, so now that we have that, we have iron ingots, so that's good. What we need now is our auto lathe. So that will be this guy. So now we're going to take this guy and plant him down, and then make sure he's flipped around, so that way everything is to the front. All right. Now I would love to be able to connect these things, that way like it'll go directly from the furnace into here, and I think that is possible, but for right now, can't do it. So you can see that I placed this and it doesn't look like an auto lathe, right? So what we need to do is we need to grab some more of our steel stuff, or iron sheets. So that'll be these. All right, and then we're also going to need our welder, which is in our other belt. So now you can see that the iron is still in our mining belt, so we can actually store mining belts with ores in them, and that's a useful way to actually save on some of your storage. All right, so now you can see that it's red. We have to turn it on first, and then it'll actually activate. Okay, and then we turn it off right away because we don't want to waste our power. And then that little movement of like little shooting stars that you saw right there, that's because the welder created heat. That heat created pressure. That pressure then expands out from where we are. All right, so now the next thing that we need to do, if you want to test what you have to do, so you can see if we look over this, it requires 4 cable coils to continue construction. Okay, so then we'll grab our 4 cable coils, place those in. Okay, so there's our cable coils. Now what do we have to do? We need plastic sheets and a welding torch. Okay. Now I'm going to take these, I'm going to put them over here. All right, and then I'm going to take my duct tape, which I still don't know what that is for. I'm sure I'll figure it out one of these days. Okay. So now we need this, and we need our torch. I don't know how that works with plastic and a torch, but you know, whatever. And there's the pressure going again. And now I know that the last piece that we need is a screwdriver. So we do that, and now we have a functioning lathe. So what we need to do now is connect power to it. So we're going to take our cables again. And let me see, I'm going to connect this. Hang on, I'm going to move my sheets over to here. And then put my snippers over here, so that way I can replace that more easily. So now, if I do this, is that where I need that to go? Yes. Oh, that is not what I wanted you to do, sir. All right, so we'll just deconstruct it and we'll try again. And then we'll just go straight across here. We have a connection there that we have to maintain. So we're gonna go into here. Now, power and data can be on the same line. Now, I don't know if that changes as you get further along, but from what I've found, power and data can carry on the same line. So just do it, it'll be good. Now you can see that this guy is now fully charged, so we're gonna switch it out with that guy. And now we have a fully charged battery, which is great. And then hopefully this one will gain a little bit of extra charge while we're waiting. Still 292 watts, that's pretty good. All right, so now we can take our iron and just kind of store it inside the lathe. All right, now what we want to make here first, now remember you have to turn everything on first, and you don't want to leave it on because otherwise you'll waste power. We need to make the next thing, which is going to be electronics printer. So we need to make this thing. Now if we look here, it says that we need 20 iron, 2 gold, 10 copper. Okay, so that's what we need. So while that thing is doing its thing, we're going to turn this guy back on and have that go through all the rest of that. And then while that is going, and then you can see the pressure differential here. So that's creating heat. Heat creates pressure. Pressure expands outwards. Basic physics stuff, right? Okay, so we need copper. Now I think this looks kind of like copper, but we're going to need our mining belt. So we'll go into our mining belt. We'll grab our drill again. Now we can use the pick if we want to. Oh, this is iron. Okay, well, we'll grab it anyways. That's fine. More iron. All right, I need copper, though. This looks like iron. Yeah, that's more iron. That's fine. I mean, we need iron too, so we're probably going to need actually a lot of iron. So it's not bad that this is here. What is this? That is lead. We do not need lead. At least not yet. In fact, I haven't even gotten to the point where I could actually use lead. Okay, what is this? More lead. I can't use it. This is oxide. Can't use that either yet. And that is a very large hole that I do not want to fall into. Okay, what is this? That is iron. That is copper. Good. Okay, and that looks like what is more copper, a little bit more iron. What else have we got in here? Looks like more iron. More iron. That is oxide. I do not need that. Okay. Now I need to find gold and probably more copper. Yeah, definitely more copper. What is this? This is cobalt. Okay, I can't use that. This is coal. We definitely want to get some of this. Okay, it doesn't look like there's too much of anything in here. All right, and then also we don't want to lose track of this. There is a way to set up a beacon, and then you can always find the beacon. I don't know, there's a thing. What is this? Nickel? I don't need nickel.
Critical.
My water is critical. Okay, so you can see that down in the bottom right side over here is our vitals. Now, if we open up our, what was it? In our uniform, we have a water bottle and we have some food. So, here's the thing. You cannot drink from the water bottle while your helmet is on. So like if I were to try to do that, it says failed helmet closed, right? So what we have to do is we have to unlock the helmet first. Then we open the helmet and then we drink very, very quickly because we are currently dying as we're doing this. And then we close our helmet and we lock it again. And now we're back to normal. So that is kind of the thing that you have to deal with as you're doing all of this stuff. Okay, and then also this is done, so I need to make sure that this is turned off so we're not wasting that power. Okay, so next, I need more copper. This looks like copper. And then I also need to find gold. Now, gold is not exactly common. Okay, there's some more copper right there. I'll take that. Looks like there's some more copper in there, but I've got 18. No, I need more than 18 copper. All right. There's more copper there. Should be some more copper over here. I thought that's what it said. Oh, copper down there. Okay. Copper here, copper there, copper there. All right, we've got 44 copper. We've got 48 copper. Probably gonna need more, let's be honest. I think that was iron. Yeah, that's iron. Okay. So we've got a little bit of iron back down here, so that's good. Okay, so I need to find gold. That is oxide. Okay, this definitely gonna need some more coal. So I'll take that. Thank you. More coal. The coal we can use in the generator, which is how we can generate power at night when the sun is not shining. Okay, so I suppose we could. Do we need to set that up yet? I don't. Not yet. Okay, I need to find gold quickly because I only have so much oxygen. I only have so much water, and I need to be able to replenish those things very, very quickly. Otherwise, I will run out of my supplies, and I will be stuck in the death loop that is very, very difficult to get out of. It keeps telling me that there's more coal here, but I'm not seeing it. Okay, I'm not going to waste my time here. Nickel, don't need it. These are volatiles. Those I have no idea what to do with yet. Okay, so there is our thing over there. And nitrice, so that's like nitrogen ice. Not especially useful. Big hole right here, no gold in it. All right. I need to find gold. Is that gold? That looks like it might be gold. What are you? That is lead. Great. Close to gold, not quite. Regular ice. Honestly, I should probably grab some of that. So ice, oxite, nitrice, and the volatiles are all different types of ice. And that's 45 ice. Okay, so that'll be good. Grab some more of this coal. How much coal do I have? 43? Okay. There's 46. I think that was iron. I can't... I mean... I can definitely use iron, but I need gold right now. I'm at 80% of my battery. That is silicon. I will need some silicon. Man. I need that to build some other things. So we'll get that for now. And then this gets stored into the electronics printer. And then obviously silicon is used to make, you know, electronic parts. Okay. Now this is oxide, so that's oxygen ice. So there's no water in that. What do we have down here? That looks like iron. Iron, yes. But I don't need iron, I need gold. Our lander is over there. We have more coal, which is good. This is oxide. This is nitrice. I need gold, dude. Where's the gold? Copper, I can't use it. Oxide, can't use it yet. I don't want to get too far away from base either. What is that down there? Looks like a little shiny thing. No, it's not a shiny thing. Okay. Oh, geez, there's another crater right here. Okay. So I need to go back in this direction, I think, to get back to the lander, so I can still see it, so that's good. That is regular ice. So is that what that was? Yeah, regular ice. What is this? That looks like iron or copper. It's not what I need right now. I need gold. Okay, this is not ideal. The previous playthroughs I was able to find gold relatively easily. What is this, like a big cave? What is this? No, just a crater. Okay. Not useful. I need gold. Nitrice, not useful. At least not yet. Lander's over there. More silicon right there. Not what I need though. This looks like copper, okay. Ah, man, where is the gold, dude? What's down here? That is a deep hole. Is there any gold down in it? No. At least none that I can see. Okay, there's our lander. More nitrice. How am I not finding any gold? Like, dude. What is this? That looks like iron, iron, iron. Nitrice. More iron, more iron. I mean, iron is great and all, but I need gold. This is all iron as well. What's down here? Is there anything down here? No, there's nothing down here. Okay. Now, obviously this is... Oh, I have an ore scanner, I believe. So that might actually be useful. So let me see if I can find that, because otherwise we're just wasting our time here. All right. Airlock, no, that's not it. Console select event, nope. Solid generator. Okay, so we're gonna grab this actually. And first I'm gonna put this back into here. Solid generator, all right. Good to go. So we're gonna set this guy up. Now this, we're just going to connect the power side in. And then we'll put it, I think right there is good. All right. So now we can put in our solid fuel. So I'm just going to dump in a bunch of that for now. And then we need to go into our tool belt, other tool belt. Open that up again, get our stuff. And then, let's see, we need to go here. And then flip this around. There we go. Okay, so now the generator is connected into here, so I can use that to power things if I need. All right, what have we got? So it's not in the seeds. I think I already looked in here. That's our other stuff. Liquid canister for water, scrubber, generator, air conditioner, hydroponics. So that is not what I need. What do we have here? Advanced airlock, small flag, labeler, tracking beacon. So I think this is a thing that we have to set down, and then it lets us, oh wait, I didn't want to swap that out. I've never used this before, so I'm just going to kind of like plop it down and kind of see what it does. And that is not a thing that you can activate, so I'm assuming that we just drop it. Yes, okay. And then how do we turn it on? Okay, so there, now it is on. Okay, good. All right, so there's our tracking beacon. All right, I needed to find, was it in here? No, that was the seats. Okay, so we have ore scanner, there we go. So that is what I need. And then the network analyzer, I don't need that yet, so I'm gonna put that over there. The atmospheric analyzer, I'm not gonna need that yet either. So we'll put that over there, and then I can take the ore scanner, put it into here, and then we take this guy, we put it into our hand, and move the cable out. And now, in order to open this up to see what's in it, we hit the R button, and you can see now that we have a battery in here. We take our ore scanner, and we throw it in there, and now this handheld tablet will scan for ores. So we right-click to turn it on. It said no radar selected. What do you mean no radar selected? Okay, I obviously do not know how this works. So I'm going to put that back, and I don't know, I'll look into it some other time. Okay, so I guess we got to keep looking around by sight, now that it is, in fact, daylight out. Switch our belts around again. All right. And we'll grab our drill again. That is not gold. So that is some volatiles. That is that uranium? No, that's nitrous. That is uranium right there. Okay. The fact that we can find uranium, but not gold, is kind of not my favorite right now. Okay, so we have volatiles, we have oxide, we have nitrice. I need gold, dude. What is this over here? That looks like regular ice. I think I've been through here already. Yeah, this is all iron. Oh wait, there's gold right there. That is gold. All right, so we definitely need to get a lot of gold. You can tell it's gold because it looks gold and it's shiny. So, gold. Thank you. These are actually fairly large hunks of gold. Is there another? Yeah, there's gold right there. Hello, why are you not mining, dude? Alright, more gold. Good. More gold, good. We're at 18 gold. Okay. We're at 56 on the battery. We'll get a warning at 50% saying that we're low, and then we'll get another warning at 10% saying that we are critically low. So you want to make sure that you pay attention to that. Alright, what do we got? I feel like there's, yeah, there we go, more gold right there. little faster, please. Is that... No, there's more gold in here, right? Hello? Is that all the gold that's in here? That's going to be a problem. Also, why does this drill suck? I feel like it was working better before. Ah, there's more gold. Okay. So what I want to do here is to uncover more gold, so that way when I come back here I'll be able to hopefully see it again. And then I'll know that this is a place for gold. So, kind of clear this out a little bit more, kind of around here, so that we can see the gold easily. Alright, and there's more gold right there, good. Alright. Okay. So, there is that. So we have gold, so that is good. 23, which will give us... Ooh, I almost fell down that hole. Okay, so we need to go this way. Oh, man. Okay. So now that we've got this, we need to... Oh, and I'm hungry right now. That's cool. Okay, so same thing that we did with the water. We have to open up our helmet in order to eat. I think if you're playing on easy mode, you do not. So we're going to open this, we're going to eat very, very quickly, we're going to close our helmet and then lock it again. And now we are at 99% for hunger. Okay. Okay, so that is still at 100%, which is good. Alright, and then we've got that for power if we need it. I will swap out this guy for that guy. So now I have a fully charged battery again. Okay, now we're going to take our gold and put it into here. And we're going to turn it on, and then we're going to start it. And then if you mouse over this, it'll give you an idea of how quickly it's going. So we're at 21 grams, which means it just went through one of those. We're at 20 grams right now. Okay, so I'm going to stop this because that'll give me two. Oh, it just went right in. Perfect. Okay, so now we have 2 gold in here. So, oh, we have 3 gold in there now. Okay, so now we need copper. So I'm going to take the gold back out. I'm going to put the copper in, and then we're going to smelt the copper. Now this should go relatively... I suppose it's not really all that fast, is it? Now, you can see it is creating heat, which is creating pressure. That pressure then has to go somewhere, so that's what all of that represents. Okay. So what are we... We're at 38 grams, so that should be... How much do I need in here for that? 10 grams. Okay, so I probably have enough. Okay, so that just took that right away. That was cool. I didn't know it could do that. So that's very cool. All right, now we have enough. So we're going to make our electronics printer. Actually, you know what? Hang on. Stop. I want to make sure they don't already have one first. We have a door kit. We have a sensor kit. We have pipe valves. We have data disks. That is not what I need. What do we have here? So we have air conditioner, hydroponics, generator, scrubber, and water. Here we have a bunch of stuff that we can't really use. This is food and other stuff. So I do not believe that we have an electronics kit. So yes, so we absolutely do have to make this. All right, so we'll turn this back on again. Sir, there we go. Now it'll save whatever you had looked in here last. And then that guy's off, good, okay. we are at 12%, so this is going to take a little while to do. What do we need in the meantime? We have, do we need more copper? I think we need more copper. So I'm going to look up, see if we can find some more copper. So I'm going to get my drill back out again. This looks like copper right here. Easy to find. Now, I think we're also going to need coal to make steel, and you need steel to make pipe. Okay, so I'm just uncovering some more coal, or more copper in here. So I have another 23 copper, so that's good. All right. So how are we doing over here? Sir, I would like to walk on here, please. Thank you. 69%. Nice. Okay. So this thing is doing a thing. 75, 76, 77. Are we still generating? We are no longer generating off of the solar panel, so this is actually draining the battery right now. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to turn this guy on. So that will then run this. Now this is creating heat, which again is making all the little pressure things. Now this will charge that very, very quickly. So you want to make sure that you're not wasting your coal in here. So we'll just turn it off for now. Just wanted to give myself a little bit of a boost. All right, so now that is now done. Okay, so now the next thing that I want to look for is the pipe bender, this guy. Now that needs more gold, more copper. Okay. So we have copper in there now. So we're going to turn that on. We're going to look up some more of that stuff, and then we're going to look at this electronics printer. And then we're going to place this. Now, just like the machine that I got over there, this is going to require some additional assembly, I guess. So that has to go there. We have to go back to our tool belt. Okay, so there's that. Created a little bit of heat, which made pressure. And then what do we need next? Wire. Okay, so there's that. And then we need the plastic sheets and the welder. So these can go back over there. Okay, and then once we have that done, we go back to the screwdriver to finish it off. All right, so now we have an electro printer. Now the electro printer can make cable a lot faster than this thing can. Oh, hey, you need to turn off. Just wasting power over here. All right, how are you doing? We have 12 copper left. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so in this, we can make other things, but I need to make this hydraulic pipe bender thing next. So that needs more stuff. We're good on iron. How are we doing over here? 6, 5. How are we doing over here? That looks like it's a little low. I'm going to switch out my battery for that one. So it's at 54%. We'll turn this on a little bit more, give that a little bit more of a charge. Actually, we could, if we're going to do that, we might as well do this. So we got a little bit of a charge after that. We are running low on oxygen, and we are slowly filling up our canister. So that's not great. Okay, so this is now done. It put all the stuff into there. So now we need to take our mining belt back on, take our gold, put our gold in there, and then do the gold. Okay, so then that will get us that. And then while that is doing that, we have to go and get our cable figured out again. Okay, so there is that. We need to go here, we need to go here, and then we need to get this guy into here and into there. Okay, so now this guy is now connected into power. As you can see, we're going to need some more cables soon. And then we'll make those in here because, like I said, this can make cables pretty quickly. Apparently that got knocked over. Okay. Okay, our battery's green, so I'm going to turn that off. So yeah, like I said, this will charge up your batteries very, very quickly, so you want to make sure that you're not wasting your coal. Okay, so how are we doing? 10 left? Hold on. Okay, so there's that. Do we have enough? Hang on, let me turn this off real quick. Sir. Okay, turn this back on. Pipe bender, there we go. Now that's going to take a while. So while we're waiting, what else do we need to do? I need to start figuring out our water situation and our air situation. So air is a little bit easier. We have this tank here which is full of air. So how we disconnect that is we need the wrench. So we take the wrench off, we do that, this thing pops off. And then once we have that popping off, before it rolls away too far, we can then grab it. And then once we grab it, we can place it down wherever we want to place it down, of course. So for now, I'll put it like here, and then to drop it, you hit the Q button. All right. So now you can see that we have, this is all the way full, right? But if I were to take my oxygen and put it into here, you can see that it drains it a little bit, yes? So now we put this back in, and we now have full on that. Now I do not know how to empty the canister with our waste yet, but I'm sure that there is a way to do that. So the next thing that we're gonna have to worry about is water. And to do that, we need to make an ice crusher, which requires the pipe bender, which is what this thing is attempting to make right now. It is at 44%. Okay, next thing, I suppose, if that's got a decent amount of power, we can finish smelting all of this stuff. Now, the other thing that I want to look for in here is, okay, so we have a furnace. Now, is this what I need to make steel? I have the arc furnace, but this is like a regular furnace type thing. So what does this require? I don't want to click on this because then it might interrupt this, and I need that to build. %, nice. All right, okay, so we're still green here, so that's good. Our little batteries are still there in case I need them. We have 29 ore, or 29 coal in there. Do we have any more coal? We should probably get some more coal. Okay, so I'm gonna take these guys, put them over here, grab my little tool again, and we are going to look, actually, before I do that, this thing should be just about done. Okay, and then that is also done. So the next thing that I'm gonna do is shove in some of this stuff, get that going as well. This is now at 89%, 90, 91. Now it'll smelt through this stuff really, really fast. So it's already done like 10 of them. So 12, 13, 14, 15. So it goes through the iron very, very quickly. How are we doing over here? We're at 99, and there we go. So that is our pipe bender. Now, like the other ones, we need to set this up correctly. So we're going to do that. We're going to grab our iron sheets. We're going to put this drill back into our belt. Switch out our belts. Oh, man. Okay. Now that that is done, that is going to use up the last of our cable, which is kind of unfortunate. We'll do that. Switch this out for that. There's that. Okay, now we need to switch this out. Oh, switch that out. There we go. There we go. So there's our hydraulic pipe bender, but we have nothing in the way of cable. So with that being done, so that is now done. Now, if you want this to empty out all of the stuff that it's got in there, you hit this little thing right there. Now that'll give me all of the iron. Well, basically anything that I put in there, it'll take it out. So I'm going to take this back out. We're going to take our copper, and we're going to put our copper into here. Turn this guy on. We're going to look up our cable, and we're just going to make a bunch of this stuff, and it'll just kind of pop it out. there's 6 cable. We'll turn that off. Okay. Now, keep in mind that we have the bars here. It is important. So we've got that. I'm saying that because I just want to make sure that I don't forget it. All right, so there is our pipe bender. Now ready for action. Okay, so next thing that I want to do is I need to store my ores somewhere. So I'm going to go and look for those storage kits. It is saying that I need water. Okay. So I'm going to do that real quick. Unlock, open, and drink.
Pressure critical. Oxygen critical.
Okay, there's that. And we have now used up 1 full water thing. Which is not great. Okay, so I will switch this out with that one. This will go back into there. All right, and now I need these lockers. I need to go this way. Okay, so next thing is I need to figure out where I want to put them. So I'm going to put them here. Now this will take both of those and build them at the same time. So it requires 2 locker kits for that. I can take my iron, put it up in there. I can take my gold, I can put it up in there. And then I can also spit this out again. And then that'll give me back my copper. And then I can use it as I need it and then store whatever excess I have here. So there is that. Okay, so next thing that I need is going to be an ice crusher. But before I do that, I want to take a look at this furnace. See if I can figure out what that's about. Furnace. So we have an arc furnace and then we have this furnace. Now I don't know if there is a difference. It requires iron and copper. Okay. So if we take our iron, which we have a lot of, and we throw it in there, and we take our copper, which I think we have enough of. Okay, now we can make this guy. It looks like that's going to take a little while to make again. All right. So let me see what I can make. Since the sun is coming back up, that gives me a little bit extra power. So I'm going to take this silicon and put it in here because I think I'm going to need that eventually. And then how is this doing? That's in the yellow. Not great, but you know, it is what it is. I don't know if the auto lathe can take silicon, so it might drop it right here. I don't know. We'll find out. How are we doing? 30%. Okay. Oh, man. How are you doing? 19? That is slow, but I suppose it's okay. I'm at 66% power, which is not great. I don't know. Okay, so things I'm gonna need. Oxygen is sort of okay for now with this. However, water is not. I need to figure out a way to make that whole thing work. And honestly, I don't know how to do that yet. I know that I have bottles here, which is, you know, useful. I know that I can make a bottle filler, also useful. I don't have like a liquid storage though, because for that you need steel. So that's why I'm attempting to make this guy, making the furnace anyways. And then hopefully this is like easy to figure out. And then I'm probably gonna need some more cable as well, which means I'm gonna need, did this finish? This is, okay, that finished. Okay, so I'm gonna put in the copper, get that started as well. It looks like it did take in the silicon, so I'm gonna have to empty that out. All right, so we'll stop that. Actually, I'm gonna make it spit out everything. There we go. Put that back. All right, now I know that I have that much of that. I have some silicon ready when I need it. And I have a furnace here, which I will attempt. Oh my goodness, what is this? This takes in something and puts out something? Like, how does this work? How does this work? Okay, so it's got like inputs and outputs like all over the place. This thing, how does this thing? Unless it has to go like this. I've never used this thing before, so I have no idea how this is supposed to work, but it looks like it can just float here. How does that work? I'm not sure how that works. How does this work? Once place used iron sheets, it snaps to a grid. You can rotate it. It takes power from the top. What? I don't know how this thing works. But I have it made, so that's sort of good, right? Maybe, kind of, sort of. All right. What else? What other options do I have here? And what are you doing? Are you done? You're done. Okay. So I'm gonna turn you off. Hopefully we'll get a little bit of power going into here, so that'll be good. We're okay on oxygen for now. Do you have anything else in here that you want to get rid of? Yes. A little bit more iron, a little bit more copper. Okay. So the furnace I will store here, I suppose. I'm gonna have to do some research and figure out how that thing is supposed to work. And then we'll take this here, throw it into here, and then we will make a bunch more of our cable. So I have a feeling that's going to be an important thing to need. All right. So that'll be enough for our cable for now. Maybe. Let's be honest, it probably won't. Also, another thing, you cannot place down any of the ices, otherwise they will evaporate. So keep that in mind. You can keep them in the belt. If they're in the ground and you have not yet mined them, they're okay. If you mine them, but they pop out because your inventory is full, they will evaporate. So something to keep in mind. But we need our tool belt here. And we're going to do this thing, and then we've got our cables here. Okay, so I think this is a decent place to stop for now. I mean, we're at a little over an hour in this video, so this is what we've done. This is how far we've gotten. This is, I mean, honestly, we haven't really gotten that far. So, but yeah, it's a work in progress. I'm sure I'll do some research. I'll try to figure some stuff out. I got to figure out how that furnace thing works. No idea. Anyways, so we have a little bit of coal stored here for extra power. We have our beacon that I don't even know if it's doing anything. This guy is probably above 75% now, which is great. Let me plug him in. Oh, we're at 98%. Very nice. So then we'll get a little bit more power out of there to juice that guy up. These little batteries are still fully charged, which is good. We have not yet died, which is amazing. We are slowly filling up our waste tank, though. But I think overall we're doing fairly well. So I'm going to leave it there. I'll probably make another video on this because I really want to figure out how to play this game. Because it's challenging in a way that is extremely annoying. And when I get something that is extremely annoying but challenging at the same time, it's like, okay, fine, I gotta figure out how to do it so I could say that I beat it. Although I don't even know if you can beat this game. But yeah, so, and I'm sure if I played some of the tutorials, it would make this easier, but I want to figure this out kind of on my own, in my own way. So, yeah. Anyways, that's what I got. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. This has been Stationeers. So I will see you guys in the next one. Have a good one.